Guys and dolls, sorry, unprofessional again. Baby's here, Katie's here, taking over. She's grabbing baby from me, she's sleeping, so as soon as baby wakes up, Katie's going to do everything, then go into granny's. Hope you're all good. I'll let you all get in. Alright, 1 minute past 12. Thanks for the thumbs up. Yeah, so hello Lucy. Still got dogs and everything to sort out, you know what I mean? That's non-stop, absolutely non-stop. And we lucky went to sleep really early last night, which was really good. Hello Chris, welcome in mate. And so she got up early this morning. And it was good. It's, you know, it's good. Like I say guys, any chance I get, I'm untangling the wire. So just throw your comments down guys and we'll catch up with them. And I'll say hello. Alright, I've got my coffee made. Hello Sue. Wee bit bunkers. So wee bit bunkers, yeah, that's what we can say today, like definitely, wee bit bunkers. Very good name. Cag, hello, welcome in, good to see you. Yeah, I wasn't far behind you, Lucy. I took them out this morning. It was nice, cold but nice. Hello, Sue. Good afternoon, Freedom Dad. Cag, hello, good afternoon, Freedom Dad. I hope all well and good. Yeah. Baby's perfect. Everything's perfect. So I can't complain. I'm constantly just thanking God. You know what I mean? Constantly, like, because I just see so many things go wrong in life with babies and stuff. And hello, Helen. Good to see you again. Angela, hello. Good to see you again. They are. Everything's great. Everybody's really in a good place. Not perfect, you know. Some people, members of family and friends, still dealing with stuff. You know what I mean? That we're constantly trying to. As everybody knows, just the working class stuff. You know what I mean? Just the way the doctors are and how they just keep giving people stuff. You know. All right, John, welcome in, mate. Yeah, no, Lucy, I know it's nuts, but I'll cover that in a wee minute. Got a few things I covered today, like, wow, it's nuts, it's absolutely nuts. Things are just going a bit crazy. In every way, there's so much going on, you know what I mean? So much going on. So, you know, I feel like bringing Lucky down and just sitting with Lucky and going, look, this is why we're here, you know, because I feel people are starting to lose sight of that a wee bit, you know. And it's disheartening. It's breaking my heart a wee bit, you know what I mean, to see the way things are going and what I'm hearing, and it's horrible. It really is horrible, guys. This stint with the farmers stopping subsidies is alarming. Unbelievable, and like, I don't think it's going to stop. You know what I mean? I think things are getting a bit hairy now, you know what I mean? And just what I see what's happening that you don't know, that you probably will find out soon. It's concerning, you know, it's concerning that certain things are happening, you know, and my advice is, you know, just pay close attention. You know, this is a time to be an observer, 100%. You know, obviously I always think I don't see any difference between me and you. So, you know, if that was me, and I was following everything that's going on, you know, and following all the YouTube channels that we follow, because we're all a big, massive, we're all small communities within a big, massive community. You know, there's no two ways about it. And this is a time to be an observer. Just pay close attention to what everybody says, what everybody thinks, what side people are coming on, you know. I nearly missed the live because I was listening to Paul Thorpe, you know what I mean? And it's one of them videos I'm going to have to watch a couple of times, you know. There's a lot being said that I can see. It's concerning. It's very, very concerning. You know, there seems to be a lot of people, it's like people are digging in. You get me? It's like getting ready to go to war. And the problem is, and I can see is it's not looking good. It's not looking good for the good patriots. the genuine good patriots, it's not looking good, you know. And like we see in America, when you go up against the establishment, when you go up against the Uni Party, when you go up against Nigel Farage, then people will come out and you're going to see things being said and things being thrown about by people that you're probably quite surprised at. And all I can say is just sit tight and just let the dust settle. You know, that's the most important thing. You know what I mean? People can get quite emotional quite quick, which is totally understandable. You know, I would be the same, guys. You know, I'm sitting here, like I say, I'm not going to stop saying it because people need to get this into their heads. You know, I'm here for my wee girl. I'm here for when I'm not going to be here for her. This is why I'm doing this. And anybody that's like against that, they're against my daughter. They're against the future of my daughter. They're against the future of our country. You know, and that's. It's when I say it's scary, guys, what I'm trying to tell you is it's like the deep state. I don't think people realize how deep they will actually go. There's a reason why it's called the deep state. I've seen it in Northern Ireland. It's really, really scary. I've seen people change that you would never imagine changing. And I've seen things that have totally blown me away as a human being. I'm not kidding you on, like totally gobsmacked of what I've seen, the dirty tricks in Northern Ireland. You know, can't really go, you know, it's even scary talking about it. And it's not about anybody coming at me. Nobody cares. I'm talking about the government. I'm not talking about people on the street. I'm not talking about working class people, whether Catholics, Protestants, Loyalists, Republicans, YouTubers. You know, my biggest fear is hope, not hate. Far left in the government, because they're all the same. And there is going to be situations coming up, guys, where patriots are going to be bought by these people. There's no two ways about it. There's no two ways about it. People will be approached, just like in America, when you've seen the Americans, the way that Biden's used YouTubers and stuff like that, people with voices, people that other patriots relied on, you know. It's one of the reasons I don't want to grow, don't want to be involved in none of that. I don't want I never want to be put in a situation where I'm threatened, or my wee Lucky's threatened. Because of what I'm saying and because somebody wants me to say something else. That is concerning. You got to understand, these are just observers. I'm participating in this, and it is quite scary, guys. We're going up against the establishment. We're going up against the Labour Party. The Labour Party is controlled by somebody else that we just don't know who it is right now. We've got an idea, but we can't prove. We don't have any receipts. Trump has put tariffs on Britain. Is that good or bad? I don't know. I really don't know, John. I would like to say it's good because maybe Britain will pay attention a wee bit more. But then again, you know, he's going a bit hard. Trump is going a wee bit hard, bit fast. But it's the Americans. That's what the Americans do. You see the way they just look at the food. Everything's massive. The burgers are big. You know what I mean? Their portions are huge. You know what I mean? Everything's bigger in America. You've got to remember that. Even though we are Western societies and, you know, Christians and all that, you know what I mean? They are different, you know, so they do things differently. And, you know, to them, what looks normal to us, you know, to me, to be honest, like, you know, I love Trump and love everything he stands for, but I do believe he's going a bit too hard, guys, you know what I mean? He's not stopping to think, you know? And I'm not going, don't like doing this, but it's true, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not even about playing devil's advocate, it's about looking at things logically and being totally honest, you know? I just think he should slow down a wee bit. He's done enough right now and just take stock, you know? Emotions are running high. They're finding stuff out right now that will be the exact same with us. Hopefully in 4 years' time, or maybe 8 years' time, you know, we're going to find out exactly how bad things truly are in this country, and, you know, the scandals and the things that people know but nobody can prove, and you're just a conspiracy theorist if you think like that. At the end of the day, I've been warning you for a long time now, right? And this is as simple as this. Whenever patriots rise up, whenever patriots get popular, whenever as you've seen with the internet, you know, and the rise of, and with that has come a lot of racism and a wee bit of far right, if you want to call it that. You know what I mean? It's just people that don't know any better. They've just been lied to all their lives, and then they're realizing they've been lied to all their lives by mainstream media, and they're angry and they're coming online. They don't really know how to handle it. They don't realize that they're, you know, anybody and everybody can see you. You know, they're just venting to maybe a few friends that follow them. And the next thing, somebody shares it and it goes viral, and you know, they're far right racists. You know what I mean? And there's no excuse for it. But I'm trying to explain what the government are calling far right, what the government call racist. It's just people, because there is. I know in the working class areas there's no racism. I can see that. You know what I mean? That went a long time ago. It's only just raised its ugly head lately because of the way the Labour Party have been behaving, pushing the rhetoric of far right. You know, they've been pushing that, like scaring minorities into believing that everybody's up in arms. But really, it's the Labour Party that's doing all the damage to them. It's not us. You know what I mean? I think Britain has behaved quite respectfully in every way. Like, I understand the rats in Southport, but you got to understand how that was brought on. You had a government telling people it was a Welsh boy and all the rest of it, and jailing people for saying otherwise, and people just knew it was lies. That's all that was. You know, at the end of the day, it was just it is what it is. I think the Labour government wanted to go a bit more. Same with the Tommy Robinson rallies. Every time there's a Tommy Robinson rally, they done something, so they would try and trigger, and then they were disappointed when there was no trouble. You know. Constantly, like, so now we're on a different level. So they know, this is the way I look at it, guys, logically, just from Northern Ireland. So now they know that we're not biting. Okay, we're not biting. They know that. We're not going to destroy ourselves by coming out on the street and fighting. Okay, so they can show the newspaper and show the rest of the world and show the rest of Britain that people that follow Tommy Robinson are far right thugs, right? So that's not there for them. So the next move for me has logically, this is what I think. So they're going to use hope, not hate. And they're going to deep dive as many people as they can and dig up as much as they can. You know, they're going to get personal, and they're going to be really, really nasty. You know, it's going to be on another level. It's up to you how you take it all. I know how you're going to take it. You know, I mean, you're going to just wait till whoever's involved gets the right to reply. But the thing is, guys, I think it's going to be, I think there's a couple of things going on right now because of reform and Nigel. I don't think the establishment are happy with the direction people are going right now with the support that Nigel Farage has lost. And that's a problem. That's a problem. So there's going to be other stuff happening now as well. Believe you me. That's what I think, you know. And just to clarify a couple of things, like, I do not support reform. Never have I ever said that in this platform. I've always said I could vote for reform one day. I've always said it's just because Nigel's in charge. I don't think reform's going to go in the right direction with Nigel in charge. That's all I've ever said. I've never pushed UKIP. I've never told you to vote for anybody. You know, I've got my concerns about UKIP. I've said that, you know what I mean? But I've never told you not to vote for them, you know? So I'm always going to keep like that. I'm going to stay like that. I'm going to stay straight in the middle of the line. I think that's just fair, you know what I mean? It's not my place to tell you who to vote. I don't have enough knowledge. You know, I don't know enough about politics, really, to really send you in the right direction. I give you some sort of knowledge and you can work it out yourselves and research everything I say. I always say it's entertainment, educational purposes only. It's my opinions, that's all. It's just my opinions, guys. So, Maria, hello. Maria. John Capone's in the house. Gio's in the house. Thanks, mate. Bluebell, hello. Yeah, so Shell, did you see the post? Yeah, Loeb said about doing an investigation into the gangs. Yes. Hello, Gary. Welcome in, mate. Yeah, it's there's so much going on. Like so much going on. It's and like I say, I'm just keeping it normal and straight, and not, you know, I'm just telling you what I see. I'm going to keep it like that. And, you know, if my name comes up, I'm going to defend myself, you know, obviously, you know, and anybody else, you know, I'm just going to wait till see what they say. And then I'm going to make my own personal judgment and give my opinion on it. Simple, you know. I'm going to keep quiet about a lot of stuff because I want to wait. I've got an idea what's going on, and I got an idea what directions, exactly what's happening behind the scenes. I've got a good idea now. It's starting to make things are starting to become really clear to me, and it's quite mental. It's quite mad, you know what I mean? But I just need maybe another couple of weeks just to see what the aftermath of what comes tomorrow and all the rest of it next week. And then I'll be able to see what everybody's saying, because that's what I say. Be observant. This is when you observe everybody. Watch what everybody says. This is where you learn. This is when you learn. People make mistakes. Cracks appear in times like this. So that's my advice to you. This is when you really want to be focused and pay attention. Yep. So what else is happening? So Russia is saving Christians right now. Big bad Russia. So they've opened up their military base in Syria and have took in hundreds, if not thousands, of Christians to protect them. I imagine they're going to fly them out and give them asylum in Russia. Not 100% sure. I can't see them bringing them in to their base, because they're not going to be able to let them back out now. Not with what's going on over there. And again, British government quiet. Again, Europe's quiet. So, this is for Christians. Nobody else cares. I get that, guys. I understand that. This is where we're at. We were warned that this is going to happen. We were warned, weren't we? All Christians out there. We were warned. So we know what's coming, but that's too much for people. I'm just going to keep it simple and straightforward and logical right now, because going down the religious route is just too much for people right now. It really is. But things that are happening have been wrote and warned of in the Bible, of exactly what's happening today. And we're seeing Christians being persecuted on scale. I've seen some horrific videos, guys. It's heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking, so it is. So, Russia's stepped in. Thank you, Russia. Thank you so much. That's all I'm going to say about that, guys. The other thing I want to say as well is is it Burke? Your guy in Ireland who has been persecuted for he's a teacher who refused to admit there was more than two genders. Basically, that's what it all boils down to, and he was imprisoned for it. So anyway, he's on his way to America. He's been invited to America by the Trump administration, and there's rumours going about the internet. Now, it's only rumours and speculation, guys, that he might be offered asylum. Now, whether he'll take the asylum or not, but the thing is, if he does get offered asylum, he's going to be offered asylum under the fact that he's being religiously persecuted in his own country. You understand? So the implications of that, the facts, because that's basically what Ireland's one of the most religious countries we have in the British Isles. There's no two ways about it. I grew up in the country, I know how strong the religion is over there. Methodist, Presbyterian, Church of England, Church of Scotland, Roman Catholics, Then you got your Gospels. It's big. It's big, guys. And it's the reality of where we're living today. There's a Christian man in Ireland, and there's talk on the internet of him getting asylum in America due to religious persecution in his own country, And the evidence of that is they've locked him in prison, I believe, twice. A man is not a criminal, never been in jail in his life, never probably even spoke to a criminal in his life. And he's spent quite a bit of time with them, so he has recently. And grace of God, they eventually let him out, and I believe he spent quite a bit of time in prison, and I do see him as sort of like the Tommy Robinson of Ireland. A lot of people in Ireland would agree with me in that, you know what I mean? But don't shoot the messenger. It's just my opinion, guys. Yeah, well, this is the thing. Tommy isn't getting out, till July, God willing, and he's sitting in solitary confinement right now. Can't defend himself. His family are there, going through really hard stuff right now, watching their father, just, slowly go downhill, guys. I mean, I'll be careful with my words, you know what I mean? But it's not good what's happening to them, man. I don't want to, say stuff like give you a feeling I'm exaggerating. I've been there. I've been in solitary confinement. I know what it's like. And I know where his head will be at. And it's difficult. And I've done videos about it. And it's the only reason I do it, because I know about it. And I just think, personally, I don't think anybody should be saying anything about Tommy until he gets out, and I just think the timing is very relevant. This is what you've all got to remember. This is all very relevant, what's going on with Nigel Farage, and what's now going to come, what we believe. John Capone, very, very good point. Very good point. So John Capone, he'll have some sort of restrictions for 9 months. He'll have to watch his every move. That is a very good point. My restrictions were quite hard. I couldn't go back to Belfast, couldn't join a flute band, couldn't watch the Orange Walk, couldn't watch the Orange Walk. There's a lot of things they can do, put down, you know. They could, part of his conditions that he doesn't go online. Because remember, he's only serving the second part of his sentence outside. He's still doing a sentence. When he gets out, he's still doing a sentence. He's just doing this particular side of his sentence outside. You get me? So he's still under the laws and the rules of the prison, really, you know. And if he breaks them, they just recall him and he's got to go in and finish his sentence. So that's a very good point. That is a very good point. Thank you for that, John. Right, let me have a wee look here, see how far. Giovanni, anyone see Dino Blaine? What happened with reform in Stafford because of the... I don't know, mate. I don't know. I haven't seen that. I will have a look when I come off. Like I say, been baby. I can't put her down. You know what I mean? I'm like, keep going up, see if she's still sleeping. You know what I mean? Waiting for her to wake up. So it was nice this morning to have her waking up early. It was brilliant, you know. Right, so I'm caught up there. Yes, I follow his brother's channels. They're taking his wages because of his court situation. Ah, yes, bad. 500 days he spent in prison. Thank you, James. 500 days this man spent in prison. 500 days for not telling his children that there's more than two genders. Now, I'm thingy. You know me, I respect everybody. You know, gay people, I haven't got a problem with it. You know, LGBTQ and all that, I get it, I understand it. You know what I mean? It's too much. It gets pushed onto us too much, and it doesn't represent the society we live in, and that's a problem I've got. So I don't know why we teach our children. We need to teach children some things, you know what I mean? We need to teach children to be respectful and love every man and woman, no matter what their sexual orientation is. I think that's as far as we need to go with children, you know? And I think as any Christian man, I don't understand why there's not an uproar, like people, because there's nothing really apart from in Ireland, you know, and then anybody that really jumps on it is getting taken down and, you know, persecuted in Ireland because of it, you know. So it's a lot of people are scared. A lot of people are really scared, and that you need to be looked at as well. Like I say, so yes, thank you, James. Eamon Burke, thank you for that. Because his name's not out there, I've got to really research it, you know. You've got to really look for it. It's quite strange, very, very strange. You know, and I can understand how a lot of people will be like, well, everybody's focusing on Tommy Robinson, but this man here, and I get that, I get that, but, you know, it's down to us, it's down to all us to focus on this man, you know, Eamon Burke. And I will be paying close attention to his visit in America, and I will be telling you about it as I know about it, because he's now part of my wee brother. My wee brother's now interested in him, so, well, you know, that's the way it works for me. Whatever's in my head I talk about, and yeah, that's a problem, by the way. That is becoming a problem. There's some things I just wish I didn't know, because I'm coming on the videos and I'm wanting to say things and I'm having to hold myself back, and I'm really struggling, guys. I'm really, really struggling, like, with that bit. But like I say, I've got nothing but love for everybody. I'm not wanting, like, I'm not getting into anything with anybody. I'm not interested. All I'll ever do is defend myself. And if there's a story or something going on, whether it's about Tommy Robinson, Nigel Farage, or anybody, and we all know this person and we watch this person and follow this person, then obviously I'm going to talk about it. You know, we're going to talk about it. Yeah, see the problem. See, there's a problem. Gary, there's a problem, man. Farage is not a leader. There's something going on, guys. You know, it's like there's something more than this than I can work out. There's something just not sitting right with me. It's like, I know this, you know this, everybody around me knows this, right? Farage is not the man. Oh, hello. Oh, she's still sleeping. We'll just leave her. We'll leave her. She's still sleeping. Right, okay. Give me 2 seconds. I'll give her a wee kiss. Wee Lucky's away. Give me a wee phone, okay? If you need us, give us a phone. You know what? I'll jump around. Okay, happy days. Ugh, honestly, no, you know how I feel. I'm totally blown away. I'm totally blown away by it. But anyway, so yeah, there's something going on. Something is going on, guys. Something not good. Something very deep statey. Believe you me. And it's very, very concerning. And I'm just going to take his right back, and I'm not going to stop saying this. You know, there's a reason Nigel Farage has got his own platform on GB News. The only political party leader ever to have this platform. You know, so that's enough for me. That's where my logic goes. Simple as that. Because anybody that speaks for us does not get on mainstream media. Never mind a platform to themselves like that. You know, and that's enough for me. You know, and that's me just giving my opinion. I'm not saying don't vote for reform. I'm just saying that, you know, everything I've watched with Nigel Farage, everything he said, it's concerned me because I'm not here for likes, clicks, or anything else, or making any money at all. You know, I'm not monetizing it, never will monetize it. I'm always going to say and speak the way I always say and speak. And I'm just here for a wee Lucky. And I keep saying that, and this is like I'm saying, anybody that's doing this, they're doing. I think you've got to be doing this for my wee Lucky. You've got to be doing it for the kids. You're leaving something behind before you go. You're all Generation X, all these guys, and you're all doing your wee bit. Surely you're all doing it for your grandchildren, you know. And then when you think of it like that, why are we getting into nickery-bickeries of stuff? And, you know, he said, she said, you know what I mean? And letting Hope Not Hate come in and use other patriots. And like the stuff that's going on is unbelievable. Unbelievable. You can't make it up. It's far out there. Patriots. Like double agents. I'm not kidding you on. And I don't know whether it's a hatred, whether it was for money, or I don't know. I really can't get my head around it. I really can't. And but everything's happening for a reason. It's not just a coincidence, you know. Everything's happening for a reason. And I've told you this. We're getting so strong. We're getting so strong. You know, Tommy Robinson's getting so popular. Elon Musk, Trump, the Americans, all taking so much attention. Elon Musk wanting to pay his legal fees now. They want to take over, take that burden away from him. And then they're Elon Musk wanting to start another party. Now, you know, at the end of the day, my personal opinion, you know, we shouldn't need Elon Musk. You know, we should never be in a situation where we're relying from people from other parts of the world to help us. But the thing is, this is what the left do. You know, people that go, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. The Bidens have been helping Labour for I don't know how long. The Democrats and Labour have been like that. You know, there was Labour politicians flying over there. Our Labour politicians and people that are in Labour flying to America when Harris was campaigning. Our Labour politicians were helping Harris to try and win. Gary, bang on, it's clown world, guys. It really is at the minute. It's really clown world, like, and it's like you've really got to sort of take a deep breath sometimes. I'm just can't stop thinking mad stuff right now, to be honest with you guys. It's not good. None of it's good, like. It got shut down because they didn't agree with the first cousin law. This is being allowed, so they have to get rid of them all. Right, and then Islamophobia laws, and imagine if that's going to come out. I don't know if that will come out. I can't believe it will come out, guys. I can't really believe they would do that to us, put us in a situation where we can't criticise or have an opinion. That's the basis of what Britain was founded, the freedom of speech of these lands. What's next? You can't criticise the government? Where does that leave us? That's just in China. Yeah, there is Shale. Yeah, he's quite good, isn't he? I like Clown World. I covered him. I think I've covered him a couple of times. Well, covered him. You know what I mean? I've got ideas from him and brought them to you and then give him the credit. Sure, I have. Once at least. I'm so angry with this government. The PIP payment be the cut next month. My husband is 65 year PIP because he lost his legs through cancer. He got high blood pressure and COPD. Now he's got MS. Yeah, this is going to be a problem, guys, because one of the biggest problems we have is our adult disability and the PIP and the universal credit and how easy it is to get it. You know, if I had went to the doctors and got the medication that the doctors wanted to give me, right, and applied for it, I would be sitting 400 or 500 quid cash up every month. You know, and a chance of a car. You understand? You know, so I know loads of people that take advantage of the system. You know, and this is the problem we've got with irregular immigration. They know that system's there. It's there to be milked. So they're milking the system. So now the government are going, right, this is what the problem is, as we've been saying, right? But the problem really shouldn't stop anywhere else than, you know, how long you've been in this country. If you've ever worked, if you've ever paid into the income tax, if you've, you know, got grandfathers and grandparents that are born and bred here, that's paid into the tax system. You know, because that's what it's about, isn't it? Your parents and your grandparents helped build this country, so you could have a safe and fulfilled life. You know, and if anything goes wrong, the system's there to provide enough resources and money for somebody like your husband, Tina, that needs this help to give them a better standard of life. And now that I've seen a video of a Muslim woman walking down the street saying, thank you for this and thank you for that and thank you for working and paying your taxes so I can now get this. And yes, I think this is a Muslim woman who's working and paying taxes and pretending to be taken because people around her are doing it. So I think she's done the video like that. I don't believe what I see, the body language, what I think. I don't think she truly is on benefits. I think she's just pretending to be on benefits and saying what she can get. So it raises awareness. So yes, there is awareness needed. Yes, there is a problem with the benefit system, but the answer isn't stopping everybody's and like vulnerable people are going to suffer. The most vulnerable people are going to suffer. The people that can't communicate properly, the people that don't argue, don't fight back, don't ask for stuff. So many people in our country, people that are born and bred here, aren't getting what they deserve because they don't know what's there. The system isn't set up for you to just get whatever you're entitled to. You've got to know what you're entitled to. Right? I think we all know that. But the problem is when people are coming into the country and they're getting hotels, they're everything that you hear they're getting, but they're also getting like help with social benefits, just like we have. Exactly the same what we have. There is organizations you can go to who will sit down and tell you exactly what you're entitled to. You know, you've got like advice shops, they're called. Okay, so just like us, they have that because that's a right that they have because they're here now. You understand? So basically, you've got that, and you've got people taking advantage of it. You've got people pretending they've got bad backs. You've got people. You've seen the evidence. We've had it. We used to have like benefits uncovered and benefit fraud shows where they would go out and investigate people, and you'd see some guy going on a jet ski and he's been getting pipped for the last 10 years. We've seen all them. We're aware of it. You know, this is probably what's caused this problem because it's probably been shown all around the world. These kind of programs. So yeah, the problem is, guys, is they will not entertain anything like what should be done, which should be if you've just came to this country and especially if you come in illegally, you shouldn't have any rights to any benefits for at least 5 years until at least they can find out who you are. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, but obviously that's not the way we're going forward. I can see that there's leaders being pushed onto us that we've got to accept. And if we don't accept them, and we turn our heads to go somewhere else is going to be attacked. And then you're going to feel, oh no, I've followed somebody wrong. I shouldn't have followed him. This is what they want. They want you to believe that you've made a mistake. You've made a mistake, right? This is how they're going to do this. They're going to try and convince patriots that you've made a mistake, either following me, Tommy Robinson, Paul Thorpe, Mayor Tussey, whoever it is, you know, and put doubt in your mind. You know, this is the deep state. This is the tactics. And I'm not sure how they're going to do it, but I know there's a lot of happening. There's like phone calls being recorded. There's been people infiltrated. It's heavy. It's big, and yeah, it's sad. Very, very sad that this is what people are spending their time doing right now. Fighting against the patriots here, the true guys that are truly fighting for our children, And I'm going to keep saying this to these guys. See the guys that we've got fighting for our children? Well, see the guys that we've had fighting for our children. Apparently they were squeaky clean, private school boys, squeaky clean. No, really never committed crimes, apart from all the essays that we're finding out with the Labour Party, right? But we'll forget about that for a second. They're all squeaky clean, so they're very good at pointing the finger at people like us, the working class. But you got to understand this. See, the real men in this country that need to do the real work, they're not going to be squeaky clean. And I'm sorry, but that's just life, If you're wanting real men to lead you, and you're wanting real men to make hard choices, then don't expect angels, please, because this is what they've got. This is all they've got, How dare you sin, They expect us patriots to think like they think, and this is the mistake I think they're making, So like I say, guys, let the dust settle. Make sure you give everybody the right to reply, and then give it a wee time to think about it. Think about truly what's going on, Think about who's really speaking to you properly and telling you the truth, and who's really invested in their country and their children. That's all you got to do. There's no hidden agendas. There's no, you can see right from wrong in YouTube, on X, on everywhere. Everybody's is on the internet. You can see. Use your initiative. That's all I'm going to say. Use your initiative, guys. These are very intelligent people. I always say the most intelligent people are on my platform. So I'm never concerned. You know what I mean? But it is going to be a problem. This is a small platform. This is going to affect hundreds of thousands of patriots, guys. We're going to be watching what goes on and not being able to do too much about it because nobody listens to us. Skippy, hello, Skippy. September 13th is the date for the next Unite the Kingdom party rally. That is from Helen Nettleship. John Capone, it's a hard one to call, Bluebell. Let's hope he's safe and sound for now. Listening while at work. Thank you, Vanda. Scrubbing floors and cleaning, so you're all in my pocket. Hope all yous lovely lot are okay. Thank you, Vanda. Thank you for doing the jobs that nobody else wants to do, apparently. Bluebell, that's John, okay. If there's an at it, then that's between yous. Tina, my husband worked as a caretaker for 25 years and I'm still working part-time. We have to fight for PIP. We go to food bank once a week. I'm going to France to get on a boat and come in as a migrant. Yeah, I know. It isn't right. It isn't right. And there is a lot of guys that do take advantage of the system in working class because they just can't do it. They're working hard and they're skint. They're skint. And like I've said in my videos, they're sitting in their communities watching other men taking the piss, taking the piss right out of the system, driving about in brand new cars from the government. And then you've got their neighbours who are working like mad, can just about afford to keep their car on the road, So there's all sorts of things that need to be sorted out in this country. There's lots and lots, The thing is, that particular thing isn't going to destroy my daughter's life. This is why I don't concentrate on it that much. I tell you what my opinion is. I'm as honest as I can about it. I get a bit of flack from people. What are you saying stuff like that for? Because a lot of people in every community that's milking the system. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be milking the system. If you don't have to, and it'll come back and bite them. If you're going to take money and say that you're not well and you got a bad back, when you're getting older, when you really need your body, that's when you're going to have a bad back. That's when you're going to be no well, and that's karma, and that's the truth, guys. I've seen it over and over again. So that's why it doesn't bother me. I look at these guys and I think, part of me's like, well, fair play to you. At the end of the day, this is my opinion, guys. A lot of guys are told, go to school, do this, do that, get a job, Spend most of your time away from your family. Spend most of your time with people you don't really like. Look forward to the weekend until you find you need to work the weekend, you know. And then they don't like anybody else that does it differently. It's not everybody else's fault that you were told to do this, and this is when you're older, you think, well, that wasn't right. I could have done things differently. You know, it's everybody's an individual, and just we all make mistakes and we all do things differently. But we shouldn't hate each other. We should learn from each other and change things to the better. So I missed that there. What are you saying? Oh, Bluebell. You're talking to Bluebell. Bluebell, they're having a vote in Parliament as to what you can say in the pub. You know, this is a thing as well. When I say to you, watch what people aren't saying, there's a lot of things that people aren't saying that represent us, and you've got to look out for them sort of things. We'll share with you later, Mark, what I've already said about Syria, feeling depressed as no one seems to care. She sees my post seems to care. Walking through life with blinkers on. Maria, it's really difficult right now, and I'll tell you why it's difficult. Because everybody's struggling, and this is the whole point of everybody struggling. This is the evidence that when you hear people saying, "Oh, there's a reason why there's hardship. There's a reason why everybody's skint. There's a reason why we're paying the dearest for electric and fuel." I could go on. You know what I'm saying, right? There's a reason for it, right? The reason is exactly this: we haven't got the energy to deal with what's going on in our country. Worry about going into war with Ukraine and Russia, and worry and feel pity for people in Syria. And I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about the general public in a whole. Yeah, I know what's going on in Syria. It's breaking my heart that there's silence on the platforms. It's breaking my heart that there's YouTubers out there not touching it, right? And this is what I have to keep telling you guys. There's good reasons, really good reasons, and I will address them all eventually, and give you my opinion of what I truly think is going on inside and outside politics in Great Britain, because it's unbelievable. It's just really, really out there right now. But this is a desperate party that are sinking, and they're going to do anything to keep afloat. They're going to grab whatever's reached out. They're going to grab it to keep them afloat, and that's the scariest thing. That is the scariest thing. How far will they go to keep afloat? Because we're the ones on the end of it. We're the ones that are going to suffer. There's people out there, they're not just as scared of getting, look, I'm not going to go into it. I'm going to keep it all. I'm going to keep it all. Once they wreck the welfare system, the whole world will lose. Yeah, I know, David. But this is the thing. They're only attacking the vulnerable, the most vulnerable. The people milking the system are just going to be glad they got away with it for so long. Believe you me. The people who truly need that help, that are going to suffer, aren't in a position to fight. Can you see that? They're not in a position to fight. The farmers aren't going to get anywhere, really. You see what the Palestinians marching every Saturday for Gaza. Nothing's changed in Gaza. They're going to turn it into a plaza. That's what all the marching done. It's like they just shut the blinds in Westminster and turn the music up. That's basically what they do. And please believe me, if you think they're going to just ignore the Palestinians and everything that they represent, all them people you see on the street, what do you think they're going to do for us? It's all there for you to see, like. The votes tonight. Hello, Gobster. Welcome in, mate. James, I think we are already living in a dictatorship. Yeah. Do we really have free speech? No. I don't believe we have. You're right. Can we see the way the system attacks anyone speaking up? Bang on the nose. It's all an illusion, in my opinion. It really is. But you will see it. Because if you're awake to it and the wee door's open, all you got to do is sit back and relax. Because this is the most difficult. It's always the 24 hours after anything, 24 hours after everything, it's anger, emotion, doubt. You're questioning yourself. You're questioning what you know. You're questioning what you believe. You know what I mean? You're like, what the fuck? Because it's like, whoa, this is quite powerful stuff. This is quite real. This is the impact. This is the way the far left work. This is what they done with Trump. So they're all the same. It's the same. I've brought that all together. You understand how Labour and Biden's how close they are. You see how they worked. Again, how they use social media, how they use famous people. They will use people. They will get patriots on their side, whether they threaten them or they buy them. Please believe me. There will come a time when a patriot that you look up to will turn, and when it happens, you'll have looked back and you'll kick yourself for not noticing it, and obviously there's subtle hints there now, but you've got to be careful. You really have to be careful. This is the most important time of Britain. Like I keep saying to you, this moment, I'm going to tell you this now, and I've said this and I'm going to stick by it. This is as important as the world wars to the British people. There's no doubt about it in my mind. Our shores were under threat by the Germans. They were wanting to take over. They were wanting to bomb the place. They were killing civilians. People died in the Blitz. Say no more. I will be honest, it won't be long before they start coming for us YouTubers. 100%. I can see this foundations being laid. I can see people positioning themselves right now, And just remember, when the YouTubers go, remember the ones that are left. Be very careful, guys. That's all I'm going to say to you is be very, very careful. Use your initiative. It's not the benefit system that's the problem. And as far as the average British person claiming, yes, there are a small minority of fraudsters, it's concerning. The economy has been fucked for years. Sorry. David, agreement. Yeah, but some of these YouTubers have been there for years and years and years, The oldest ones I know, like Sapaz and Arthur, they've been here for a long time, you know what I mean? They would be missed. They would be missed, guys. Paul Thorpe, Martucci, imagine Martucci disappeared. You know what I mean? That would be a whole, because a lot of people do, watch every video. That's their news. That's where they get their news. They don't go anywhere else for their news source but Martucci. Because he is on the nose sometimes. He is up to date with news. The same as Paz, same as them all. They wrote the Silver Fox. They're all up to date. They're bang on. I think Silver Fox is more up to date than Martucci, to be honest with you. But, Yeah, but what I want to I've started a Rumble, okay? And you'll find me. You'll always find me online. Please believe me. Never worry. Never ever worry about nothing like that. Freedom Dad will always pop up. If I have to move to another country to do it, I'll do that. We're already talking about it. You know what I mean? Be honest with you, I have had offers of Katie and the baby going to America. Seriously, twice. Guaranteed if she wants to come and start a new life there. I've been offered as well, but they don't really understand it. I wouldn't get there. I don't know under the Trump administration if I was actually put down, but I'm not planning to leave. You know what I mean? But it's there. It's a sort of get out clause for Lucky and Katie down the line. If she ever needs to, it'll always be there, and that sort of makes me feel a wee bit better. It does. To be honest with you guys, Hello, Eddie. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I know you're really busy, son, and I'm thinking about you, and I am praying about you, bro. I really am. Praying about you and praying about your family. How is it ever right? You can just jump the fence and get benefits. See, the problem, Muttley, is what do you do if you're not going to put them in prison for breaking into the country, and you're not going to deport them, what do you suggest you do? You can't let them starve. You can't let them go cold, and you can't let them. You've got to look after them. You understand? So we're obliged. It's as simple as that. There's no. It's not about the benefits. The benefits is there for people that truly need it. It's for, like I say, personally, it's there for people that truly need it. People that have been here, lived here. You can't just break into the country just to get benefits, and they'll know. This is what I keep on saying. They will have a record of how much every single person gets, so they'll know that. And like I say, it's difficult. It's a difficult topic. It really is. But it's only difficult because we're in a situation where anybody that comes here now gets to stay. And that's the most dangerous thing any government can do to their country. And that's what changed the power in America, because that's what the Bidens were doing. They just opened up the thingy. And that's why people voted for Trump. That's why the American people, overwhelmingly, blacks, gays, Hispanics, everybody voted for Trump, as you can see. Yeah, Giovanni, I see a couple got a 1,500 quid fine because an illegal hid in the back, up in the back of the camper. That doesn't surprise me. That is normal procedure. That is normal procedure. Because if they didn't fine them, then everybody would just try it. They would charge somebody 10 grand to bring them into England, right? And then when they get caught, they would go, "Oh, I didn't know he was there." You get me? So that's the problem, What do you do? What do you do? Yeah, I think they should treat every case on merit. That's what I think. They should look at each case, and sort of judge it. But then again, it's not like that. There's got to be definite laws in place, Hello, Tina. That's okay. That's okay. This is for Randon. This is where you can come and just get it off your chest. You know what I mean? Especially for sitting in the house on your own. This is what this platform's about. That's why I've started doing the daytime lives. It's for anybody that's sitting in the house on their own, mental health or physical health deteriorating. Yvonne, Poppy, Lula, work our arse off to pay taxes and have nothing. That's correct. My mates are working so hard, so hard. I've been there, worked myself, and you're lucky if you've got 300 quid left to do your month after you pay your bills. If you're running a car, if you're running a car, you've got to pay insurance, fuel, the rest of it, and then it is all the insurances and everything you got to pay, and your house insurance. It's just all too much, There's nobody going on holidays anymore. There's nobody getting banned. Nobody treating their couples aren't treating each other to the wee night out, the wee dinners out that kept the relationship strong, away from the kids, that one night together where they would maybe have a couple of glasses of wine over a nice meal and just enjoy a wee luxury. They make them feel as if it's all worthwhile. They don't have that any longer. So a lot of families are going through a lot of stuff right now. You know what I mean? A lot of families will be fighting and breaking up because, it's hard. It's hard for a man not to be able to provide. You're working as hard as you can and you're not able to provide. Your kids are wanting a new PlayStation game. Your wife's wanting a new handbag. She's wanting to go out with her mates this weekend, but it's the second week before you get paid and you're all skint. You can borrow money off your mates so you can get your wife out, and then you're having to pay that money back when you get paid the next time. So you're even more skint the next month. That is the reality of the working class. That is life for everybody I know. Yeah, Chris, Pip is what you lay. If you lose it, you're homeless. I get that, mate. Yes, see, I don't really go near Facebook because of that. I don't do Facebook. What I mean? I just keep it logical, my opinion stuff. What you say to me, what I hear from the community, and bring it to my platform. That's it. I have a Facebook girl if somebody needs to get in contact me through Facebook. So it's there. Freedom Dad is there, but that's it. TBN News is good channel for all that Syria news. It's gruesome. It is gruesome. It is gruesome, guys. Yeah, good idea, Gobster. I never post anything other than links to my videos, but I'm going to stop that now. In fact, I'm going to come off Facebook very soon. Yeah, I'm going to stop doing that. I've done that once or twice, like advertising my lives, just for my friends, anybody that isn't jumping on, you know what I mean, doesn't know. John, just with everybody getting knocks on their doors, you know what I mean? Basically what happens, John, is what's happening. So if somebody sees something on Facebook and they feel offended by it, they report it to Facebook. Now, what Facebook have is they have to inform the police, so the police then get informed. And when the police get something reported to them, they've got to go and knock on the door. And it's just a system that's set up really wrong. The police should be not getting involved in civil matters and feelings, I don't know how other they emphasize that, the police should not be getting involved in anything like that, they should be dealing with crime. They should be dealing that our communities are rife for drug dealers. Everybody's making a fortune selling drugs. Everybody's making a fortune growing green. I'm nothing against the guys with the green, but come on, guys. How can there be so much drugs in our communities? How can nobody gets their doors put in anymore? Nothing like that. We got a drugs bust there. I don't know, it was 25 kilos of white cocaine a couple of weeks ago. A big one, but like I say, that's what gets caught. Bigger percentage is getting through, you know what I mean? So, I just don't understand how the police have time for this. I really don't. They're sending detectives to people's doors. Yeah, that's the problem with all of us Generation Xers. I've got friends that I talk to, and because they're really funny, really, really funny. I sit on FaceTime, laughing. Sometimes I have some amazing laughs with my friends because they're characters. And I keep telling them, you should do a YouTube channel, or at least do a TikTok. You'd make a fortune, just sell stuff, TikTok shop, because every time somebody clicks your link and buys something, you get money for it, and it's just I know friends who could just really make a good living from doing that. It's just bravery in it, doing it, get in front of a camera. Like I say, I tell everybody, social media is there to be made. You can make plenty of money from it if you really want to. TikTok is a very good opportunity to make money. You can get rich on TikTok. You just have a bit of balls, you know what I mean? You really do. It's just not for me, and I don't want my message getting distorted in any way, Chris, I've got PTSD and I find it very hard to keep my mouth shut. Yes, that is common with all us guys. It really is difficult. And I always remember that with any, probably like now with, especially YouTube, quite a lot of us are suffering from PTSD. Quite a lot of us suffer with stuff, and quite a lot is the YouTube channels that cope with PTSD. And sometimes things come out and stuff like that, and you don't mean it, and it comes out the wrong way. And it's just understanding that we're not perfect, you know what I mean? But we don't mean any harm. It's just emotions run high sometimes. I've got nothing but love for everybody. It's just the way it is. Yes, we've seen that. Yes, we did indeed, Tina. Yeah, it's absolutely shocking. Did anyone see Silver Fox? He said last night the farmer will not get subsidy. Starmer is stopping them. Yeah. Silver Fox gave out the farmer's news 5 minutes after it was given out. Yeah, he was on the ball there, wasn't he? There's one for you. Here's one for you. I want you, because I haven't researched it and I haven't looked into it. But Nigel Farage came out and done a statement yesterday. I don't know if he's caught it. And he was talking about that guy in the boat. The guy came over, the Palestinian guy who was apparently allegedly thinking Hamas, so he was seen with guns and saying all sorts of derogatory things against Israelis. So pretty bad guy. And I think that Nigel Farage was given the job to announce to the Patriots that this man had been arrested. I may be wrong. Maybe somebody else covered it. I was just, when I was watching the whole video, and I was thinking, because I know what's going on, and we expect something to come from Farage. So I'm expecting a certain rhetoric to come out, a defence or a justification or something, you know what I mean? Or maybe I'm sorry and let's all get back together and, it's difficult for me and it's all been overwhelming. Something like human that we could go with, and the next thing I know, in the middle of it all, he comes out with this statement that, yes, he's been arrested and everything. And I just thought, is that what this video is all about? To let us all know that he's been arrested? And I don't know, take what you want from that. That's just something that jumped out at me, guys. Exploring with Eden Valley Adventures. Hi from Cumbria. I hear that UK Gov has taken... Yes, just talking about that, mate. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that is correct. Yep. TC started his own channel on Google. Clever guy. Well, this is the thing. As soon as the Patriots go down on YouTube, I do reckon Elon Musk will open up a YouTube on X, and it will be made like YouTube, same sort of idea. And I do think within a year to 2 year, me and everybody else that was on YouTube will be sitting with a lot more subs and a lot more interaction and a lot more fun than we've had here. This is what I do think. I do believe that. And to please remember, there is other platforms. There is Rumble and there is X. Okay. And I'm sure there's other ones, Reddit and all that there. I will be looking into them if anything happens to here. And I will work twice as hard, guys. I promise you. I will work twice as hard. You will see me and you will hear of me. I will be there and I will be fighting. I'll be fighting for me, my name, and my lucky every step of the way. And yeah, that's what I am. Freedom Dad. Freedom of speech and Dad the wee lucky. I wish we had a party we could rely on. I know. It's really, really hard, and it's like Paul was saying. Tommy did tell everybody, reforms the only answer sort of thing. I don't like saying that. I hate that. Oh, sorry, Tulip. Do you know why I've got a sore neck? It's holding me lucky. It's looking down at me lucky, so it is. When I'm holding her on my arms, I'm bent and constantly looking at her. And then when I'm sitting here, I'm just getting a wee bit stiff. The ones who had the illegal in the back of the camper called the police themselves and still got fined. Wow, that's different. That's a different ballgame. I thought they were coming through the boat and they found them. Wow, that's nuts, isn't it? Wow. Maybe somebody will pay the fine for them, I think. Somebody will pay that fine for them, won't they? It's only a fine. Is it a criminal record, do you think? Richie, yeah, no, it's not like that. It's just getting ready. It's being aware. That's all we do. We brainstorm, think outside the box, what could be, what might be, and just prepare for it. That's all it is, buddy. There's nobody stronger and fighting more than me and my community. And like I say, we're all invested. My wee daughter, 4-month-old. You know what I mean, mate? And we're not getting any younger, none of us. We really aren't. We'll all be dropping off as the years go forward here. And we've all got that in mind. So we're not wanting to create havoc and try and tell people that, oh, you need to go out and fight in the streets and civil war and all. We're trying to tell people straight, that's never going to happen. That's the worst thing you can do for patriots and for the future of our children. And it's trying to make sure we cover everything. We don't miss anything going forward. And all we are observers. We just observe what's going on in politics, YouTube, X, TikTok, and Facebook. And we talk about it online, and everybody has their input, and then we come to a conclusion. And if my conclusion isn't right, people will say, what about this or that or the other? And if my conclusion is right, then people will say you're bang on or whatever. It's a concern. We're all in it together. We're all in it together. We're definitely, we are worried. Obviously, we're worried. Who wouldn't be? The attacks that's coming. But saying that, we know why they're coming. We know it's because we're getting so strong. But welcome to the channel, Richie. Thanks for popping in again, mate. I'm sure we will be overrun. Yeah, that is what they want. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I surround myself with fellow veterans and fighting men and women with intelligence. I believe we are safe. Yeah. We're only safe if the government are going to protect us. Okay? If the government are going to go against us, then we're not safe. You got to remember that. You know, if we got a government fighting for the people, then we'll be okay. Gobster, Richie's got a bit of info there. I've just watched Question Time. We are up against pure evil. Unless we man up, we are finished. It's our oath battle, brother. We have a duty to protect our country. That's correct, man. That's love hearing that. Like, thank you guys. Yeah, this is why. This is the fear, Richie. This is what they're doing to the people. Richie says, every comment I make, I wait for a knock at the door. I am not bothered, but people are falling into a trap. Starmer attended secret Marxist training camps in the old Soviet Union. Exactly the same. So, it is really concerning. It is scary. There is a lot of information out there and there is a lot of digest. And people will go to these conclusions when they're faced with the evidence in front of them. When you're constantly asking for help and then you're being beat down and called a racist and a thug and far right and just a bad human being, then it's hard. It's very hard. You and Reverend Simon Sideways are always on point. I think I've seen him a couple of times. He never comes up on my channel. I need to have a look for him and make sure. Because I think I've got him on my phone, but he's not on my TV because it's different accounts, guys. Thanks, Gobster. A lot of people are falling for everything. You're right. It is a really dangerous time for patriots right now, and it is. And this is what we've been saying. We know it's going to get harder. We know there's going to be scandals. There's going to be sleaze. There's going to be mud thrown. And it's going to get worse. And it is because they can see the change. Hope not hate, end racism. Labour, they can see it. They can see people falling away. They can see people who supported them turning their backs on them. They can see for their own eyes the cause that these men are fighting for. And they're starting to think, whoa, you're not fighting for my cause. I thought, this was just against fascists. I thought this was just against racists and Nazis in Britain. These are the British public. These are my friends and my family. This is what's happening, guys. This is what's going on. This is what you're not seeing. So this is having an effect on these people. These people have lived and went through life destroying anybody on the right. They have. Working as agents for the government. Silencing people. Anybody that came up against the government, hope not hate, and they'd be straight in there. Get as much scandal and sleaze as they can. And that's what they do. That's what they've been doing. And it's really difficult. People are scared. It creates a fear. People are scared to come forward on the platforms. People are scared to speak out loud. And as you can see, people are scared. Every time somebody posts something, they're waiting for a knock on their door. Just for having an opinion. Just for seeing what you see with your own eyes and bringing it to the platform, or bringing it to somebody's platform, or just bringing it to your own platform as a comment of a worry that you have. And it's there's an awakening in Great Britain right now that's overwhelming the left. It's overwhelming them and it's scaring the life out of them, because in their eyes, this is what you got to remember, in the eyes of the Labour Party, in the eyes of the far left, if there is a right-wing government, a populist government, or a government that wants to protect its children and the future of the traditions and the culture of Great Britain as we have known it, then they're going to look onto whoever comes next, whoever that government is. They're going to look and they're going to ask why these men behaved the way they behaved over the last 15, 20 years, knowing exactly what the end result was going to be, why they silenced people that were going up against it, trying to protect their children. Why did they send people to Tommy Rumsden's door and dox his address and put him in so much danger? Why have they done so many, it just goes on, working hand in hand with the BBC This is what these guys are doing. These are like normal guys like us, but they're the other side, the left. But they're extreme, and they spend every day. They really commit themselves. They're students. Most of them are quite young, because they're constantly changing. But they go for the young ones, because obviously they can get them to believe whatever they say. Like Tommy's a racist, and Tommy's a threat to, anybody that's not like him. And these people don't really investigate it. They don't research it. They just go with what they're told, and then they're given a job to do, and they think they're doing the right thing. And this is the thing, they really do. And like I say, people are oblivious. They're not going on the internet. Some people aren't on the internet, but it's grown, and this is the problem. It's grown. It's explosion. Since Southport, since Trump, since Elon Musk, since Tommy Robinson going in the jail, it's exploded. So now they're going to attack every single one. And they're going to attack Tommy Robinson. They're going to attack the protests. They're going to attack anything they can and try and make Tommy out to be something bad, so we can all doubt. It's all about doubt. You know what I mean? It's all psychological stuff. It's nuts. It's far out there. And they've got think tanks. They have think tanks that sit maybe into the early hours, planning on what's the best way to bring the rate down. 100%, 110%, guys. And if you think, if you've any doubt about that, then I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't. Because this is all they've got. They don't have the people. The people aren't with them. So the only thing they can do is attack the people that aren't with them are going with. And then they hope the people will come back to them. Oh, you want to follow him? Well, there you go. That's who that is. Oh, my God. Oh, I didn't know. Back to Labour. Back to the hope not hate. You know what I mean? That's what they're trying to do. It's all they've got left. They've nothing. They can't come out and say, this is who we are. Like us, like me. This is who I am. This is what I stand for. This is my beliefs. And do 400 videos. Really giving yourself out online, like showing your daughter, saying, this is why I'm invested, this is why I do it. I'm not here for likes, I'm not here for this, that, and the other. I'm here for my daughter. It breaks my heart to see my country. It breaks my heart to see Birmingham. It breaks my heart to see Luton. It breaks my heart to see men getting robbed and acid attacks and all the horrific things that's happened to 1,400 girls in one town. The 50 towns up and down the breadth of the country. I'm totally gobsmacked and scundered. Absolutely scundered. And I look at my wee daughter and think, I mightn't be here for you. But this is what I can do right now. This is what I can do today. They can't do that. They can't come out and do that, guys. What do they stand for? What drives them? What's their principles? What's their morals? Nick Lowles, let us interview you. Come out and talk. Tell us what you're about. Why do you do what you do? What drives you? What's your passions? Who are you? Where you're from? Where are you going to? What's your goals? That's what I want to know. What's your ambitions in life? He won't. He won't talk to me. Won't talk to Paul. Won't talk to Paz. Won't talk to Gopler. None of them. He won't talk to none of us. They won't answer the questions that we need answered. I'll answer anybody's questions. I will be interviewed by anybody. I stand by everything I say. Good and bad. The only way to be taken serious is to give the bad as well. Open yourself up to anything and everything. That's the only way you can go forward doing these kind of things. If you want to be taken seriously and truly fight for your children and your country. Nick Lowles has got so much protection. Hope Not Hate have got so much protection. Nick Lowles can go on social media and tell everybody that a Muslim was attacked by acid and have Muslim men out on the street. This really did happen. And it was fake news. It never happened. It was just to rile up tension on the streets of our country, which was already a boiling point. And he hasn't even been arrested for it, I don't think. Hasn't even been arrested for it. Can you imagine that? Imagine anybody else saying that. You know how many years you would get for that if that was from a patriot? At least 3.5 to 4 years for that kind of post. Not even arrested. That's who's attacking our men. Remember that. No, John, I think it's they've stayed something outside a mosque, pretend to be far right, standing with masks too. I think it's a production. They're making a documentary or they're making a news thing. It's going to be part of some hit piece done by Channel 4 or Channel 5, BBC, Sky News, whatever. Whoever does it, Panorama. But they're actors, so they're they're going to be talking about stuff, and then they're going to be showing you, like, it's like maybe a film, maybe a document. I don't know, but it's not what you think, you know. God, for many people just don't want to acknowledge the truth as it scares them too much, of course. 100%. 100%. And it's the rhetoric. It's saying these things. It's not nice. It really isn't nice. You know, it's really difficult for any man or woman to come out and say, we have a serious problem here. Our children are at risk. Or in 40, 50 years' time, my child's 20 or 30, will she still have the same opportunities? I don't even have the same opportunities. Our kids don't even have the same opportunities today. There's two-tier across the board. Even in the justice system, there's no evidence that they get lighter sentences than us. What? What chances my wee daughter got if that's what they're doing with criminals? If they're looking at criminals and going, you know what, you're an ethnic minority, so we're going to treat you differently than the people that are actually born and bred here, and I've got ancestors here. So what chances my wee lucky got if that's what they're like now? What are they going to be like in 20 years' time? They're going to bring out cousin marriages. What kind of pressure is that going to put on the NHS? You know, what will Britain truly look like? Is it going to look like London and Birmingham? Is that what my wee village is going to look like? Rubbish piled up to the streets, up to the lampposts. Councils are scared to go into areas. I don't know, but it's scary that that's happening already in Britain today. I can't get my head around it. And this is all we're just trying to sort it out. We don't want to cause problems. We don't want to be racial, and we don't want to correct. We want to come together as one and enjoy what we've got. You know, everything we've got's disappearing. We're not enjoying it. We're not enjoying life anymore in Great Britain. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to complain about that. I really am. I'm going to look into it and find out why. What's going on? Where's all the money going? Who's getting priority? What's, you know, you've got to understand it. And then when you start looking into it, you're like shocked. And then when you ask for figures, they're like, oh, we're not giving you the figures. What? And then you start to get really worried. And then you see the two-tier. You see men going to prison for Facebook posts, you know, and then you see other men getting out for ratting. Men walking for ratting, afraid. You know, and they've got this guy, that Muslim lawyer that was involved with the Manchester too, standing there quite proud that he got them off. And I'm going to go down the Manchester thing because that's ongoing. But that's it. And then we've got the Jones guy. All across the web doing that. Again, what would happen to us if I had been us? Our feet would have touched the ground. So I say again, if that's what it's like today, what's it going to be like for my wee lucky in 20 years? I'm not going to be here in 20 years. I doubt it very much. Like the amount of what I've done to my body since I was 8, you know, I don't think I'll be here, but I'm going to do what I can. If I have to stand on the streets in city centres every Saturday with placards with my mates, telling people what's going on, I will. I really will. I'm going to commit myself to make sure I've done everything I can so my wee girl can at least know I tried. When it comes to the time when she will go to America, when I do take up the offer of asylum in America, basically that's what it is. I'm being offered asylum for my daughter and my Katie, my partner. So, you know, that's there for them if they want, if they need. And that's the only reassurance that I've got, really, to be honest with you. And it's really sad that somebody like me's got to think about like that, think about the future of my child. And this isn't misinformation. This isn't exaggeration. This is life. This is what everybody's saying around me. This is what the fears of the communities in Great Britain, you know, everybody. And it's exploded. People and I never thought that even were interested in politics are coming up to me and going, what the fuck are Labour doing? What's going on with the immigration? Why are they doing this? You know, because it's affecting everybody. We've got hotels around here. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just really emotional a wee bit about it. You know, just the way people are behaving right now, how other patriots are behaving, you know, how they're digging people out, you know, personal stuff. I can't get my head around that. That's not patriots, guys. That's the far left. I don't care what banner they come at. I don't care what badges and what flags they've got behind their name. That's far left tactics. Sorry, guys, I'm just catching up. Anybody, just in case I missed something from one of you guys, it's been here from the start. Yeah, it does you, Chris, especially as the Iranian government is going to crash soon. Where will they come to? And this is a problem. We have a problem with some of these Muslim countries that are pushing men that they don't want, extremists. They're pushing extremists out into Europe. And they're telling us this. They're even warning us this. I've told you about it. I'm not going to go on and on. You have seen the videos of imams and high Muslim clerics warning us, warning our government. Are you nuts? Do you know what you are doing? But we have to sit here in silence and take it and be treated like racists and far-right thugs because we're just looking at what the rest of the world are trying to warn us and tell us, you're in trouble here, guys. Yeah, we know. There's nothing we can do. 80% of us didn't even vote for this government, and there's nothing we can do. Nothing. Obviously, we got to wait for 4 years, but you do the math in 4 years. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Europe is a hot spot right now. I don't know what's going to happen in Europe, guys. It's like with Ukraine and Russia. That's another thing that's been drove by the left and far left and all this nonsense. We see Russia are taking in Christians in their navy, in their army base in Syria. You know what I mean? Giving asylum. The only people in the world actually doing anything. Our government sent 50 million over to the government that's letting this happen, as far as I'm concerned. And you got Russia are stepping up to the game, big bad Russia, who want to invade the world, want to attack everybody and invade Europe and come in and invade us after they're finished with Europe. This is what our government are saying, Like I say, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah. So yeah, my message is always the same to people. Just relax, try and relax. You don't fight. Don't go out. Don't think like that. Think of who your politicians are. Find out who they are. Find out what they say, what they represent. Ask them the hard questions. What's their policies? What's their agenda? And if they don't say what you want, find somebody that will and get behind them. Simple as that. It's down to the working class now. We are the sleeping majority. We are the people who haven't voted for years and years and years. Everybody around me, in all the different areas that I'm involved in, Liverpool, Belfast, and Scotland, everybody. Why would I vote? There's nobody who represents us. This is the common theme all my life. I'm not voting. I'm voting for them clowns. None of them represent us. That's going to change. And then they don't realise how many of us there truly is because they've never seen the power of the vote. Really, they haven't seen the anger of the people ever. The poll tax rats was when we seen what happened there. We ended up with Labour. We ended up with Tony Blair and all that. Eventually. So we seen what damage we done there. We've done it again this time. So I do believe we can get out of it, and hard choices are going to be made, and it's going to take hard men. So this takes me back to exactly what I started the video because I'm going to wrap it up soon. It's going to take hard men that are going to make hard choices in this country, right? And please don't expect these men to be angels. Please don't expect these men to be squeaky clean, okay? Get that out of your heads. That's a rhetoric that the private schoolboys have been pushing because that's what they do. The working class are too bad and too naughty and too rough and rugged to be politicians. No, we're not. We'll let the people decide. That's what we're going to do. We're going to let the people decide who they want to run this country. Because for too long, the people haven't been deciding. But I do believe this is it. This is the sleeping majority that's awakening. And they're just yawning. They're just poking their head up off the pillow right now. That's what I truly believe in my heart. They're just stretching, The Patriots of Great Britain, we're just stretching. That's all we're doing. We're flexing, guys. That's all we're doing. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But there is an awakening in Great Britain. And we are going to vote. No longer are we going to have nobody that represents us, that's for sure. You can see the squabbling going on, and the toughness and the hardness, and all the different YouTubers having different opinions, and it's hard and it's tough, and people are getting offended, and people are offending people. It's like I say, it's a minefield, but it needs to be done. This is how the working class work. See, they're not used to us doing this. They're not. The private school boys aren't used to seeing this go on, right? But this is how it works. This is rough men, egos, all clashing. Everybody having it out with each other. And at the end of it all, this dust settles, we're going to know who we want. We're going to know who's on our side. Please believe me, this is going to be all we need. This is any attack from the left is perfect, because then we're going to see who's on our side. You get me? Watch very careful. Be observers, guys. This is, honestly, you're going to learn so much from any attack from the left. Please believe me. So, it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard listening. It really is, like. And, but I want you to really think hard of where it's coming from. Where it's coming from, why it's coming at this time, and what reason, what's the result. Is it the good of the country? Is it for my wee lucky? Can you sit back tomorrow and think, you know what? We're all in this for wee lucky. Freedom Dad's wee lucky. So because of that, they're right. I'm going to go with this. Just use your logic. Just use your logic, guys. If this isn't in the interest of my wee lucky, then you got to ask yourself, what is going on? What is going on? Why now? Why right at this minute? Why right at this minute? We've got Paul Thorpe, he's talking about going to America, meeting up with those Americans, getting patriots and patriots together. It's on our level, you know what I mean? It's on our level, guys. But the left are watching all this. We've got Elon Musk coming in and fucking with his white horse. I'm going to save you, guys. So the left are watching this. They see the rhetoric come from Trump. The left are watching this. And while they're watching this, they see us rising. So you can understand it's a really, really, really remarkable time for Great Britain. It's sort of this is the mini clash of the many clashes that will come in the politics and the nitty gritty of what goes on. And us trying to find the right men to lead us in the right direction. Guys, I'm going to run through your comments. I've seen some big ones float up there. Bluebell, that's so true, Freedom Dad. Not all YouTubers can say what we want to hear. I just skip the videos. That's the power of the YouTube, guys. Scrolling, scroll on. That's, you want to watch me, you watch me. You want to watch Paz, you watch Paz. You want to watch Dino Bean, you watch Dino Bean. It's just whatever. It's up to you. You got to spend every minute. It's very important when you get the our age, I also worry for my daughter. That's why I started paying attention to what's going on. We're all in this for our kids, you know what I mean? There's no two ways about it. And it's quite serious. It's quite serious. And I'm not even touching on religion. I haven't really done the religion, but obviously I've got to talk about Syria and what's going on. But, religion's another story, Freedom of scrolling, LOL. Good one. But I'm going to grab a wee bit of lunch. I've had bacon, so I have, and black pudding. Cooked black pudding, I may say, today. So, yeah, tulips over there. Next to the horsey saddle blanket thing. Tulip, you want to go out? Oh, right. Going to get them out. Going to stick something in the oven for lunch. And then I'm going to get these two roasters out, get them emptied, lunchtime empty, and wait patiently. That's all we can do in it. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Chris, Yvonne, Muttley, Paula, Shell, Bluebell, Keith. Thank you for coming in, mate. Assy, thank you, Assy. Yvonne, John Capone, Wee Bit Bunkers, Helen Nettleship, Eddie. Who else? Vanda, she's listening, so she can comment. Thank you, Vanda. Thank you, Eddie. And anybody else? Ronnie, if you're listening, thanks for listening, mate. Lee, if you popped in, thanks for listening, buddy. Chris, thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you for being involved. Thank you for the input. Thank you for all the love, shares, and subs. Really appreciate it. But we're just here for our kids. All my love and God bless, guys. Take care.